The UC women's soccer team set to start American Athletic Conference play with a road trip to East Carolina on Friday night. Joined now by head coach Neil Stafford. And Coach, conference play really kind of a different animal, a different set of intensity heading into these games. You got a young team. How are you preparing them for this matchup at ECU on Friday?
Well, I think our non-conference schedule, you try to get the most that you can out of that. I'm not sure if you can really, truly prepare especially young players for conference play because it really is such a different animal. But I think with the way that our mentality is, what our demands are, I think we treat each game relatively the same way. So our preparation hasn't really changed. I think just the level of adversity and the level of competition, I think that changes. But I'd like to think that our training sessions are pretty difficult. And I think with the environment we provide for the ladies and the demands that we have, I think we do a good job of preparing them. But you can never really tell until you get into it.
Certainly the case. And, as far as preparation goes, it seems like it's been working out well for you this season. You're riding a 5-match unbeaten streak into this game. I'd imagine the team's confidence has to be feeling good, knowing it's an important match, but knowing that you're playing well.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that we're happy, but we're not satisfied. I think the players, first and foremost, even before the coaches, are a little bit disappointed with a 7-2-1 record. I think they'd like that to be a little bit better. So to see the players feeling that way, it gives us coaches some confidence that maybe they feel like they've got a little bit more to prove in the conference schedule. But we know that being a little bit lucky last year and good enough to earn a trophy. That target's probably a little bit bigger on our backs this year. So it's going to be interesting to see how a very young Cincinnati team deals with the target. And regardless of what happens this season, this is going to be excellent growth for the future of the program.
No doubt about it, and I think that target is probably something that you wear with pride, something that you want to have. Now taking a look at your team, we've seen in the last couple games Jaycie Brown returning to this team, a player who's had a big impact throughout her career. What does her return do for your team?
Well, I mean, Jaycie showed what she's capable of last season, and I think when you get a player of that caliber back, a player who can impact our team on the field so much, I think it gives the team a lift mentally. I think what was nice to see since Jaycie's been back was the freshmen learning from Jaycie. And so to have Jaycie back is fantastic. But again, it's never about one person. Our whole team has to perform. And if we're relying on just one person, we're going to be in trouble. So if Jaycie can do her job to the best of her ability and everybody else can do their job to the best of their ability, then I think we'll be in good shape regardless of who's on the field.
It's been a while since we've had a chance to talk to you either during the week or after a game. You're in the midst of a stretch between games. Do you think that's been something that's been able to help your team as far as getting recharged mentally as well as physically heading into conference play?
Well, I think anytime you have a long break off, you get a little worried. I don't think any of the coaches in the conference were happy with the way the scheduling went this year. And, I think we're all a little bit disappointed the way that the conference prepared women's soccer this year. But as far as what we've tried to do in regards to preparing for this break, it's been a chance to hit the reset button. I think we've gone over some really positive moments in our non-conference schedule to really grow confidence within our young team. And then I think it's a chance to reflect on mistakes that we made too. So you add all that up and tack in days off for the players, which we gave them, maybe some family time and maybe to focus on academics a little bit. Hopefully that's been a recipe for success, but only time will tell. And to go to ECU away is going to present a real difficult challenge right off the bat.
Coach, taking a look ahead to this match at ECU on Friday night, in your mind, what are some of the keys to your team coming away with a road victory to start conference play?
It's always difficult to start on the road for sure. ECU will be up for it. I think it's going to be really important for us to match their energy. And if we can do that, then I think we've always got a great chance of implementing our style of play and what we want to do. On top of that, I think we've learned a lot from our non-conference in regards to finishing our chances, but also too like punishing teams when we have those opportunities. And I felt like during our non-conference play, I felt we let some teams off the hook a little bit. And so I think those are going to be major areas for us to be successful. We're going to have to be clinical in those areas. But it's going to be ECU is a beautiful stadium. Those guys do a great job there, so it's going to be a great way to open up conference play.
All right, Coach. Well, we wish you the best of luck in trying to get that road victory to start conference play, and we'll talk to you here next week.
Go Bearcats.
All right, go Bearcats. That's head coach Neil Stafford. I'm Matt Noonan. This is GoBearcats.com.